Inspiring small Parisian apartments styled with classic French sophistication. In this video, we invite you to step inside inspiring small Parisian apartments that embrace classic French elegance in every corner. These intimate spaces remind us that beauty does not demand grandeur. It blossoms in delicate textures, soft colors, and thoughtful arrangements. Each room tells a quiet story, of morning espresso by the window, of laughter drifting from the dining table, of books resting beside well-worn armchairs. Step into this Parisian entryway and you immediately feel as though you've entered a timeless film. It is a space of subtle introductions, calm lighting, soft textures, and an understated sense of history that whispers rather than shouts. A delicate console table stands against the wall, adorned with only a single framed print of the Seine and a slender vase of fresh eucalyptus. The parquet floors click gently beneath your feet, serving as a reminder of the city's centuries of craftsmanship. A chic vintage mirror hangs overhead, stretching light into the corridor, creating a feeling of openness. Here, elegance is never rushed. It is slow, deliberate, and deeply personal. The living room of this Parisian apartment is the soul of sophistication, where every object seems to know its place. Soft cream walls are decorated with an arrangement of framed sketches, simple black lines that capture the heart of Montmartre café culture. A velvet sofa sits at center stage in a muted shade of slate blue, paired with a petite glass coffee table and two slender brass legs. French windows allow soft morning light to spill in, touching every corner like a gentle brushstroke. A small bookshelf, packed with dog-eared novels and well-loved art books, reminds you that true luxury in Paris lies not in grandness, but in meaningful everyday beauty. In this quaint Parisian kitchen, the joy of cooking is intertwined with aesthetics and atmosphere. Pale limestone tiles echo softly underfoot, contrasting effortlessly with deep charcoal cabinetry. The countertops are a pale marble, veined subtly with silver streaks that catch the light in the early afternoon. Copper pans hang beside the stove, each one seasoned by time and stories of meals prepared for friends. A small round bistro table sits near the window, welcoming a croissant and a steaming café au lait. Everything here feels effortlessly luxurious, reminding us that Parisian living is not about size, it is about savoring the smallest pleasures. single corner of this apartment salon becomes a sanctuary, both intellectual and emotional. A vintage armchair, upholstered in a soft, faded floral textile, cradles you the way an old friend would. Next to it stands a slender brass floor lamp, its soft glow perfect for reading late into the night. A stack of French literature rests nearby, worn pages brushed by generations of curiosity. On the walls, delicate moldings frame the space, adding architectural grace without overpowering it. The room feels like a dream sewn together by memory and quiet contemplation, a perfect retreat from the lively Parisian streets outside. This intimate dining nook captures the French art of gathering with elegance. A round marble-topped bistro table anchors the space, surrounded by simple café chairs made of bentwood, softly polished over time. Above it hangs a chandelier, small yet expressive, casting a golden glow over linen napkins and porcelain plates. French table settings emphasize restraint, each utensil placed thoughtfully, each dish prepared with intention. The meal is more than food. It is conversation, laughter, and the gentle clinking of glasses. Here, classic French sophistication embraces the beauty of shared moments. The master bedroom is more whisper than statement, wrapped in soft textile and pale hues. The bedding is layered, linen sheets in muted cream, a pale blush duvet, and a knit throw that drapes casually. Above the headboard, a pair of framed botanical prints offer a subtle nod to the countryside. A dresser in aged oak sits nearby, its drawers lined with lavender sachets. Even the curtains seem to breathe, letting filtered light spill gently across the room. This space is about softness, comfort, and the delicate balance between sleep and thought, like a Parisian morning that refuses to hurry. This bathroom speaks softly in marble tones, polished but never pretentious. The walls are covered in pale stone tiles, reflecting light like a watercolor wash. A pedestal sink stands elegantly against one wall, paired with a brass mixing faucet glowing like antique jewelry. Glass shelves hold small treasures, perfume bottles, hand creams, and a curated selection of soaps. A plush towel, warm from the radiator, wraps around you with understated luxury. The space invites ritual, slow skincare, calm mornings, and a love letter to personal wellness that the French know so well. Here, productivity feels like poetry. A small wooden writing desk sits beside a window, offering glimpses of rooftops beyond. The surface is calm: a laptop, a fountain pen, a single journal, and a ceramic cup of espresso. Above the desk hangs an oversized calendar and a corkboard pinned with black and white Polaroids. The chair is a design classic: natural wood curves in a way that hugs the spine. The entire space exists to encourage ideas, inviting you to write, draw, or simply dream. It is the Parisian secret: even work must feel inspired. In this small guest bedroom, simplicity becomes hospitality. A wrought iron bed frame offers structure beneath crisp white linens. A small side table sits at the bed's edge, topped with a reading lamp and a single fresh bloom. The colors remain soft: sage green, muted taupe, warm ivory, echoing a restful countryside afternoon. A woven rug beneath your feet welcomes morning warmth. No clutter, no excess, only intention and peace. Guests feel cared for, as though they are being embraced by the very spirit of Paris. Compact yet exquisite, this closet speaks volumes. Silk blouses hang neatly, each pressed and softly perfumed. A brass rod supports leather handbags and linen trousers, arranged with museum-like care. On the floor sits a vintage trunk filled with scarves, silk squares printed with florals, stripes, or city motifs. Shelving above holds neatly stacked sweaters in classic shades: navy, beige, and charcoal. It is a Parisian truth: fashion is not about quantity, but quality, care, and the confidence of knowing every piece belongs. The vanity area feels like a quiet whisper of luxury. Soft lighting falls onto a marble surface that hosts elegantly designed cosmetics, powder compacts, tinted moisturizers, and delicate lip tints. A vintage mirror, framed in gold leaf, reflects not clutter but personal ritual. Perfume bottles sit like jewels in a row: Dior, Chanel, maybe even Guerlain. A porcelain tray holds hairpins, pearls, and a velvet ribbon. When you sit here, applying the final touches before going out, the city becomes a stage, and you, its leading narrative. On the living room wall, a carefully curated display offers visual storytelling. Black and white photographs of Montparnasse cafes, watercolor sketches of cobblestone streets, and vintage posters from the 1950s are arranged like a poem. Each frame is different, yet they share a harmony: thin black metal, antique brass, soft oak. The gallery is not about perfection, it is about sentiment. This is how Parisians live. They fold their memories into their everyday surroundings, allowing the home to carry the story forward. Tucked beneath a window, the reading alcove becomes a destination of peace. A plush seat cushion, lined with throw pillows, invites hours of dreaming. Bookshelves climb the wall on either side, filled with novels in both French and English. A candle sits on a ledge above your head, releasing the soft scent of sandalwood or jasmine. Outside, you hear distant chatter from the street. Inside, only pages turning. You are both here and elsewhere at once, floating somewhere between fiction and the city of light. Opening the pantry reveals an ode to the art of cooking. Rows of glass jars hold lentils, couscous, and fragrant herbs. A small metal basket carries fresh baguette, while tins of olive oil from Provence line the upper shelves. There is no overcrowding here. Every item has purpose. Parisian elegance is selective. It is the belief that the home should nourish not only the body, but the senses. Even in the smallest kitchens, flavor is an act of love. The hallway that connects the rooms becomes a spine of culture. Books fill narrow shelves running along the wall. Vintage poetry volumes, architecture manuals, Parisian fashion histories. A runner rug, patterned but faded with age, softens each step. Above, sconces cast light downward in warm amber tones. Walking through this corridor feels like browsing a bookstore as you move from one chapter of life to another. It reminds you that even transition spaces can be beautiful. In the tiniest corner sits the apartment's hidden practicality. A small washer, tucked neatly into a cabinet, is framed by wicker baskets filled with linen sheets. A French stoneware pitcher holds fresh lavender, gently scenting the air. There is no rush here. Laundry becomes ceremonial, not chore-like. Neatly folded towels stack on a narrow shelf, glowing like pastel clouds. Parisian sophistication whispers, beauty lives even in tasks we do weekly, quietly, and without applause. The mantle becomes a personal museum of objects. A pair of carved candle holders sit to each side, their wax drips hardened into sculptural shapes. A small framed painting, perhaps the Eiffel Tower at dawn, leans casually against the wall. Beside it rests a ceramic bowl holding linden tea leaves, ready for late evenings. Nothing is arranged with rigid precision. Everything is intentional yet free. This is the Parisian secret. Your home should feel alive, not curated. This children's room is painted in a soft pastel blush, a color like sunrise clouds. A small bed with linen drapes sits beneath delicate paper stars. Wooden toys rest in baskets along the floor, each carved piece telling a story of craftsmanship. A petite desk stands in the corner, where crayons and watercolor brushes await imagination. Here, sophistication does not exclude whimsy. French design teaches children to love beauty gently and grow in its grace. The window ledge in the kitchen becomes its own world. Small terracotta pots hold basil, thyme, and rosemary, thriving under gentle sun. These herbs perfume the air as if inviting you to cook something comforting. The ledge is not wide, but it is abundant. Paris reminds us that beauty often exists in inches, not meters. This miniature garden is life itself, green, fragrant, and rooted in simplicity. As the day slips into evening, the living room transforms. Lamps cast warm amber tones into corners, and the velvet sofa deepens in color like sunset wine. A French jazz record hums softly, its melodies dancing across the parquet floors. Tea rests in porcelain cups on the coffee table, alongside a slender box of macarons. You don't need grand chandeliers or towering ceilings. The softness of dusk itself is enough. The apartment murmurs calm and charm, telling you to linger, breathe, and simply be.